Isaac, welcome back to some more Opolis Inc. We are here in our brand new base, complete with 5 extremely in-sync windmills, Isaac. The wind must be, just blowing at the perfect, gentleness and...
The perfect gentleness, man.
All of that good stuff.
The engineering that went into getting the wind frequency just right and the bearings on the turbines, you wouldn't believe, man. You wouldn't believe. But we have indeed done it. It's scientifically proven, and it's generating, I think, enough power currently, Nick, to provide our little setup here with juice. So, right at the end of the last episode, man, we set this up. But the thing I want to start with is that for the last 2 episodes in a row, Nick, you've been insistent that we chunk load the base.
Yes.
In a desperate attempt to try and make sure that we come back
resources
to a reasonable number of resources. I have good news and bad news, Nick. Which do you want first?
I would like the bad news first, Isaac.
Okay, the bad news is that chunk loading doesn't work. At all.
That is bad news. That is bad news.
So, despite the fact that supposedly our entire base here was chunk loaded, when I came back on last night to take a look at this, Nick, we had the exact same number of iron ingots, and you can see now we have 220, which is a little bit more than what we had before, but it's not really much more than what we had before. The good news is I have spent a bit of time on here since the end of the last stream, Nick, and the reason, or one of the reasons why it's taken so long to get any ingots is that this whole system has 4 buffers that need to fully backlog before we start to produce any iron.
Yes.
The basic combining factory needs to have all 3 stacks of iron backed up. Then the solidifier feeding that needs to have 64 iron backed up, plus 16 buckets of molten iron backed up. Then the controller above that needs to also have 16 buckets of molten iron backed up, plus its inventory full of iron dust backed up. Then the enrichment chamber above that needs to have all 64 raw iron backed up. And then finally, only when all 4 of those inventories are fully backed up will any iron go around to the enrichment chamber, at which point we'll start to make a couple of iron ingots.
Yes. I suppose to an extent the basic combining factory here has kind of hampered the time it takes to get all of this backed up, because it needs to back up with 2 extra stacks of iron ore there.
Bingo. Yeah. And also the speed in general of the combining factory is part of the limitation. There were speed and energy upgrades in this at the end of the last stream. I've since moved those over to the metallurgic infuser. That's made a small difference, but I don't think it's made a massive difference, because I think the limiting factor was still the basic mining books as well. Those are just not coming in that fast. If you look in there, that's kind of limited by how quick those are coming in. The good news is they are still coming in, so our cobblestone to mining book setup down here does appear to have been working, and I think we're still making those unbreakable licenses.
Good.
Nick, don't freak out, but there is a very small, slender...
Oh my goodness, hello.
...person here with us in the room.
You are a very small, slender person. Look, hello. I'll stand next to him.
He's
not going to touch me.
Is this a friend, or do you think we should treat it as a foe?
I think this might be a foe. Yeah,
You don't want to keep him?
Should we keep him? He's gonna disappear. That's the problem. He's not our friend.
If you don't look him in the eyes, man, and you just kind of whack him in the legs. Okay, well,
that was easy.
Gosh, Nick and Isaac attack a small, slender person.
Small, slender man in our base. He's a trespasser, Isaac. He's not allowed in here.
It is true. Yeah,
this is our land. We're protecting it. We're protecting our own property. All right, we're securing the property. Okay.
All right, that's what we'll put on the police report.
That's what we'll put on the police report.
So, all right, Nick, I have gone ahead and I've done a little bit of chest organization over here. So I've also made some fancy signs. What do you think of these oak hanging signs, man?
I like these fancy signs. Yeah, these are really nice. Can I whack them and they'll rock back and forth? Is that a thing?
No, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately not.
Maybe. No, I was hoping if you walked into them, they might kind of wobble a bit. But
unfortunately,
we don't quite have that tech yet in Minecraft. But we got building blocks, Nick. We got the good stuff. We got tools and machinery. We got a lot of tools, actually. And then we got, farming and food on the end. Right?
Okay, nice. Yeah. Cool.
I think, other than that, the only other change, Nick, is I made a set of 2x2 drawers. And over here, I began pumping all of our logs and stuff into a 2x2 drawer. You'll see now we've got a ton of wood, man, backed up in here. So we still need more resources, Nick. And so I was taking a gander at the pack and what we could do, Nick, right? Because we have our quarry, and our quarry is producing stuff down here. I've been periodically filling it back up with even more coal. I've been periodically deleting all of the, cobblestone or deep slate or whatever. New random block is filling up the inventory, right? But we are getting stuff here slowly but surely. And there are a few options as to how we progress forward, right? We could, if we wanted to, put down like another quarry, which I have done, by the way. We have one over here. I've not been kind of keeping up with this one, so this one's probably, not doing quite as well. But we could upgrade to the powered quarry, right? And use that to kind of mine blocks even faster and not have to manually keep putting stuff in. But I was taking a look, man, and the digital miner for Mechanism doesn't seem that difficult to make. In fact, there's quite a lot of stuff from late game Mechanism that we should be able to get fairly easily because we do have access to diamonds, we do have access to obsidian, and crucially, we have access to quite a lot of ender pearls due to the ender ore that we've been finding.
That's true, actually, yeah. The digital miner, remind me, is that the thing that you just put down and it kind of just, it doesn't break any blocks, it just mines out of the ground?
Unfortunately not. Well, it mines out of the ground. It doesn't break any blocks, but basically with the digital miner, you can place it down and then you can specify inside the miner the radius you want it to cover, and then you can also say what you want it to mine.
Okay.
And so it kind of works on the tags, like the different block tags that you have. And so you can, for example, tell it to only mine ores, at which point it will scan the area that you specified, and it will only extract the ores. It won't leave a giant hole in the ground like this one has over here.
Okay, that is definitely an upgrade as well, if nothing else. So the fact that it's all electricity powered as well is also very useful. Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna work on doing that because I've got a plan, Nick. All right, for what I want to do there. I have one of two tasks for you.
Okay.
So
present them, Isaac. Present them to me.
One of them is easier and safer.
Okay, all right.
The other one is, I don't want to say harder, it's more time consuming and it's much more dangerous, okay? So in the quest book, there's a whole chapter called Trades and Travel.
Trades and Travel, yes.
Essentially here, the way this works is if you click on the overworld section, we have to go and get some villagers and we have to, you know how the villagers work, right? You place down a block and they become a certain kind of merchant, right? Like a farmer or like a fletcher or whatever it is. And we essentially need to trade, I think, with 5 different kinds. You'll see that we've got Villager 1, Villager 2, Villager 3, Villager 4, and Villager 5. And as we trade with all of those guys, we can get these villager receipts. If we get one of each villager receipt, we can make the basic trading license. If we get the basic trading license, we can then get basic trading books. And we need to use those to trade with the villagers. And I think once we level them all up to like mastery, the highest tier, we can then get these passport fragments. And that gets us the nether passport, which I think is going to allow us to travel to the nether.
Okay, all right. Okay, and then you do the same thing in the nether,
exactly,
or, you go to the nether and you get some stuff, and then you go to the Bumble zone. Gosh, I feel like my brain is already in the Bumble zone, man.
If you click on the end, man, your brain looks like this Reality Undone quest halfway down.
The TV static block,
exactly.
I'm going to call it. Yeah.
So that's kind of number one, right? That's one thing you could do, right? Because also, I should point out here that if you go back to the overall quest, there's a little quest that says Easy Villagers. And it says, are you tired of having villagers running around? Well, Easy Villagers will help you out. Simply crouch right-click on a villager to convert it into an item, and then you can bring them home, right? So we could bring the villagers back to us.
That's cool. Okay.
The other thing that we need to do, Nick, if you close the Trades and Travel questline and look at the Farming and Computers questline, under Crops, the next quest along is to make a Silk Touch book. After them, we need Skulk. And as the quest says, Skulk can be found in the Deep Dark and requires Silk Touch to be mined. So the Silk Touch is pretty straightforward. It's a book and 8 farming books. The farming books we can just sell like wheat for, right? But we then need to use that Silk Touch on a her to then pick up the Skulk, right? Because Skulk isn't pick upable without Silk Touch.
Right.
So the reason it's dangerous, Nick, is that Skulk is only found in the Deep Dark, and the Deep Dark is a biome that is very deep, very dark, and potentially quite far away. Yeah.
Okay.
But really all you have to do is go in, ultramine the Skulk on the ground, and then come back without dying.
Right. Okay. So it's like, slow, easy burn, or quick, fast pace, get in, don't die, get out.
Bingo.
Kind of deal, right?
Yes.
Where is the Deep Dark?
Well, so that's the good question. So the Deep Dark is a biome that's found underground, And the way that we're going to have to find it is using a structure compass.
Right.
That we're then going to like look for I think it's like an ancient city.
Oh my god.
The thing to bear in mind, Nick, as well, is that you've not been to the Deep Dark, right?
I don't think I have.
No. We've played with Skulk a little bit in Ocean Block, but like that wasn't as part of the Deep Dark.
No, we just went underwater and, grabbed some and then that was it. It was just like an underwater city thing. Yeah.
So with the Deep Dark as it currently exists in the actual world, if you type in Skulk, Sculk into JEI, you'll see there's a couple of these like, freaky looking movers at the top here.
Yes. Yeah. I see these.
There are Skulk sensors and Skulk shriekers, right? And in the Deep Dark, regular mobs don't spawn. However, the whole area is covered with Skulk sensors and Skulk shriekers. Basically, if you make any sound, the Skulk sensors will trigger, activating the Skulk shrieker. If you activate the Skulk shrieker too many times, you will summon the Warden. The Warden will kill you.
I've heard that the Warden is very scary.
It's
Isaac,
very
many
scary.
times.
The good news is he's also blind, right? He can only sense you via sound. So again, if you're quiet, if you shift and you move around like this, you'll be fine, right? Breaking blocks does also count as sound. You should be fine, all right? You should be fine. It should be fine. But I'm just warning you ahead of time that, if you go there, it can be a little dicey, all right? You gotta be quiet, okay?
Okay.
But the good news for you, man, is that if we want to get the structure compass, we first have to get a hardened capacitor from power.
Right, okay.
So there is like an intermediary step here before we can continue, and that intermediary step is working our way through the mobs and power quest line first.
Oh yeah, you need like, oh wow, okay, gosh, this is a bit different. Oh no, it isn't a bit different. You can get like energized steel the normal way. You can also throw in a power buck.
Oh yeah, to get
in
more.
The mix to get more. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
To amplify. Look at that. Cool.
Yeah, wow.
So,
all right then.
I guess step one, man, is that we kind of need like a crusher. Because that, if you look at the first power quest line, we have to work through the first power quest line to unlock the power quest line, and then we can move from there, right? Because to get the energizing orb, you can buy it from the catalog with 25 advanced power bucks, and you get 5 advanced power bucks from 1 battery, and the battery is unlocked at the end of that first power quest line.
Right. Okay, I see.
It's all doable, man. It's all doable.
It's all right. I see.
Between streams, man, I have gone ahead and acquired more steel and more infused alloy because I wanted to be able to make more mechanism machines here, including the digital miner,
crusher,
right?
And the digital miner, sure.
The annoying thing here is I'm going to have to use the combining factory like this and like this. It should be fine though, actually, to make some of the machine frames.
Sure.
And then we can use that to make a crusher. The good news though, man, is that for the first time in a few episodes here, I feel like we have a direction and a purpose as to where we're going.
What we're going to actually do, which is good.
Yes. We're not quite
we were just
flailing as much as we have been
up
we were
too
now.
Resource limited before, man. It was just, we just had no... I mean, look at this. In the space between us starting this episode and now, there's a whole 100 more iron. It's up to 319.
Oh.
So, this thing is actually doing... I assume this is all backed up properly now, and, this is doing the good stuff. So
yes, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I have 3 steel casings here, Nick, and so I should be able to grab another... I'll get 2 buckets, because apparently we're flush with iron. And I'm pretty sure the crusher is just like 2 buckets of lava with like a machine casing and some other mechanism stuff. 4 redstone, 2 basic control circuits. Do we have any basic control circuits?
That's a great question.
Is, of course we don't.
No,
why
Isaac,
would we?
No, why would we? But relatively easy, right?
Yeah, we got some osmium, man. Don't you worry. Boom, boom. This should be fine. Redstone could be kind of one of the dicier parts, but I'm pretty sure we should have enough redstone lying around to make it happen.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah. We should be
also,
right.
I think our quarry is kind of getting to that point where it's almost at like redstone level, so we should be getting redstone from the quarry soon as well.
Perfect. Okay, that's good.
So it looks like here, man, we have to place coal into the crusher, right, to crush the coal. I don't know if we can use charcoal for that, but the good news is we've got quite a bit of coal actually coming in.
Yes, so. Which the quarries have been getting quite a bit of now, which is also nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Gosh, and then you metallurgically infuse power bucks with coal to get.
Yeah. Well, I think we need.
paste.
If you go to the end of the quest, I think gold is how we do it initially.
Yes, I see this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gold and coal dust gets you 2 dielectric paste. I've never put gold in a metallurgic infuser, man. What the hell?
Really? You've been missing out, man.
Put diamonds in there, put obsidian in there, put redstone in there, put coal in there, but I've never had to put gold in there. It feels a bit wrong, to be honest.
You've been living a lie this whole time, man.
Jeez, all right. Gosh,
it's a thrill. You're not going to believe.
My whole world has been turned upside down, Isaac. I don't know what to do.
Let's have a look. We could turn auto sort on up here as well to make that a bit faster. I'm going to make another factory. I'm going to turn this metallurgic infuser into an infusing factory as well.
Perfect. Okay.
I want everything factorized, man. Factorialized.
You know what? I'm disappointed that when you turn an infusing factory into an infuser into an infusing factory, you don't get to put more than one type of
of extra
liquids
thing
in it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then you can choose. I mean, that's just a serious oversight from the mechanism devs, in my opinion.
You should write a strongly worded letter, man. See if you can get that changed.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
and
this.
just like all my ones to the council, I just go completely unanswered.
Yeah, straight to trash.
straight to spam, which is probably fair enough.
Okay, so what do we need for? We need to make these rods, right? Are they iron bars? Oh, we gotta cast
you need to use the
them?
melter, man. Yeah, it's a pain. You gotta put dielectric paste in there, and then you need a rod cast.
Right. Which we
is
combine with an
not to
advanced
be
mining book.
confused.
Okay.
Yeah, with a podcast. This is not this. If there's a guy called Rod who starts a podcast, if he doesn't call it Rodcast, I'm going to be very disappointed, Isaac.
I was going to ask what the difference is between a podcast and a rodcast. Is it just that the
Rodcasts are specifically hosted by people called
Rodneys?
Isaac.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
fair
Rodney.
enough.
Yeah, just like Rodney Stewart, everyone's favorite. Whoever Rod Stewart is. Yeah, actor, comedian, no idea.
Over here, man, I have gone ahead and put down like a general purpose controller solidifier here. And so you're saying we have to melt down the dielectric paste.
That's
and
right.
Then if we want to cast it into a rod, thankfully it's a 1-to-1, man. That's actually not too
that's
bad.
Good.
Do
Okay.
this.
Okay.
There we go. Of course, like it's not going to cast super fast because we don't have
there's no water here, unfortunately, and the water's on the other side. But this will get done. Here we go. This is our first one.
But also, you don't actually need any rods for the battery.
Oh, you don't actually. You just need the dielectric paste. Oh dear. So this is. It's
not too bad actually. Okay.
Okay. Well, at least for quest completing purposes, that's done, which is good. So
the thing is, we are going to do like 5 batteries, right? Because we want to buy the energizing orb. The energizing orb is 25 advanced power bucks, and each power buck is 1. You get 5 power bucks from 1 battery. So we need 5 batteries.
Okay.
Which is a fair amount of dielectric paste, I think. Well, it's
sure.
How much is it? It's 6 per, so we need like 30 dielectric paste, I think. Which means our limiting factor is going to be gold. We should have the gold. I'm just a little.
Yeah.
I'm a little hesitant. I've got a little bit of trepidation, Nick.
Luckily, this takes gold dust.
We should enrich it first, though.
I'm gonna enrich the gold first. Can I enrich? Can I go straight from raw gold to
gold dust?
To gold dust?
You can. We could do the same thing we're doing with iron over here. We can put in 3 raw gold and we get 4 gold dust, which is what I've done up here. And I've been hijacking this enrichment chamber. It is going to put it in the controller. We then need to take it out before it melts into actual molten gold. Then we need to put it back in the enrichment chamber, actually, like this.
Okay, so it's twice enriched gold.
Twice enriched, yeah.
Okay. Twice cooked.
And if you forget it at any point in time, it will turn into molten gold, and then it'll sit in the controller forever, and we'll never get it back.
Okay,
all right.
All right. So to quickly take these out, then.
Well, no, these are fine. On the second run, it's fine. It's only the gold dust.
Okay.
Like when the gold dust ends up in the controller, it will melt. The enriched gold will stay there forever. That's fine.
Okay, this doesn't melt. Okay, that is a bit better.
Then you just whack it in the basic infuser with the coal dust. Boom, boom. And we should get the good
more
stuff.
Dielectric paste eventually. Okay, cool. I will have a look at this and see how much we get.
Okay.
The magic number that we need is, let's have a look. So 5 batteries. So that's 22 dielectric paste. Not too bad.
Cool. Okay, I've got 13 men, actually. No, I think we need 30, is what I said, for 5
30,
batteries.
okay.
Because I think it's 2, you get 4 capacitors at once from 2 dielectric paste, and so it's like 6 dielectric paste per battery, and we need 5 batteries. So I think it's 30.
Okay.
Man, I got 33. Cool. Don't even sweat it.
All right. Okay.
Don't even sweat it. Now all I need is iron. But would you look at this? We've got almost one iron for every day of the year, man.
Convenient, that, Isaac. Yeah.
I know, right? Look at this. It's almost like we planned it. Almost.
We
didn't, but it's almost like we did.
Not at all. But it's almost like we did, yeah.
Yo!
Hey. Gosh, that's a sound that I've not heard in a long time, Isaac. So there it is.
We're back.
That's first power done.
Cool. So we now should be able to sell these, right? But I'm assuming to sell them, we need to get an advanced license first.
Yes, an advanced power license, which is a basic power license
and 10 dielectric paste, right? We need 500 millibuckets of molten dielectric.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, I don't know. We have a basic power license. I'm assuming we should make like a new one though.
Yes, definitely, because so we can sell items from both license.
Oh, this is not too bad, man. This is not too bad. I can make another starting power license. It's one singular B-book with 4 stone.
Okay, cool. That's
the starting license.
That is all right.
And then we infuse it with redstone. Yeah, it's fine, man. It's fine. Let me do this, then this.
Lovely.
I think. Hold on. I need 100. Jeez.
Okay. Oh gosh, yeah. I was gonna say you got enough redstone in here. There you go.
I put in 1 enriched redstone, like 1 full enriched redstone. I thought it'd be enough, man, but it's not.
Not enough, man.
Jeez, we're turning all of our. We did take the dielectric rod cast out, so we're melting these down and turning them all into rods, which is not what we need.
Okay.
Okay, we need more dielectric paste, man. We need more pasty paste.
10, right?
Correct. 500 millibuckets is what we.
Okay, let me.
Is the magic number.
Let me get rid of the redstone in here. Let's put some gold in here.
You dumped it. Jeez,
you dumped it, Isaac.
Jeez, just throwing out reds. There's me looking for copper and osmium so we can make some use out of it, and this guy's just taking a big old.
No, Isaac, we need gold. We need gold in here. We need gold in here now. All right.
Wow.
Here we go. We're gonna get loads of loads of money. I need to go get some skulk, Isaac. Otherwise, I'm gonna start sulking.
Yeah, that sounds
If I can't get skulking, I'm gonna start sulking, man. Okay, we have loads of dielectric paste. I've got like 20 extra here. And we only need 10, don't we? So how much?
Right. No, I'm done, man. We're done. We got it.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
look at this.
Okay, nice.
There we go. So we need to throw this in. I do this wrong every time. It's not the catalog. I need to go to one of the markets. Here we go.
Yes, to sell things. Yeah.
Oh
my god, we need to sell batteries? Who do they think we are, like Energizer or something?
We have to fully charge these, man.
Oh no!
They want these crazy fools. No one wants to buy empty batteries. It turns out.
What?
Jeez!
No one wants to buy empty batteries, but whenever I buy rechargeable ones, Isaac, they're always charged like 20%.
God!
Telling me you don't want to buy them? Oh, God.
Jeez.
Okay, well, it's a good job we've got these windmills then.
They hold 100,000 RF, man.
That's quite a lot.
We got to hand in 600,000 RF. Jeez.
To get one advanced pouch. Oh my god. I hope you can buy. Yeah, you can. Okay, right. So you need 25 advanced power.
That's what I'm saying.
Energizing orb. Holy moly.
But you get 5 per battery.
You get 5 per. Okay,
yeah.
So, right. I see. Hence the 5 batteries requirement. Right.
Bingo. Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
Goodness. Oh god. We need a power station here, man, to charge all the batteries.
We do. I've got 3. I guess I can go sell these over here. Let me go. Boom, boom.
You'll get the quest.
Boom. Well, there's 15. The good news is that this is like there's only one thing sold.
Oh, cool. Okay, so this is probably...
It doesn't cycle. Yeah.
Very easy to automate then, especially if you get an unlimited advanced power license. You don't need to specialize them afterwards.
Bingo.
So does that mean, like, for the even better power bucks, you just need to, like, sell bigger batteries? Let's have a look. Advanced power bucks.
Probably not, would be my guess. Okay. I have the remaining batteries as well. Boom, boom. All right, Nick. Let's get this piggy to market. Boom.
All right. Okay.
Oh, we can also get a biogenerator. So, like, with the advanced power books, we can get the energizing orb, which we will get because we need that. But there's also the option to spend 4 on a biogenerator or to spend 5 on advanced solar panels, man.
Yo. Okay, so it takes power to make power effectively.
Yeah. Let me see.
Is the situation.
I made, like, 1 too many batteries. So I might be able to get us that advanced solar panel.
Ooh. Yeah,
I don't know how much it's going to
useful.
produce, but you'd assume more than a wind generator, right? If it's more expensive.
So let's have a look. We also need the energizing rod. Can you buy these? You have to make them. All right, that's fine.
Okay, I have an advanced solar generator. You seen this thing?
Oh my lord. Is this thing going to tilt towards the sun?
Yo, man, this is 188 RF per tick currently.
Yeah.
Our wind generators are doing like 40.
Oh, wow. So we're basically, 4, 8, 12, 16. We've all pretty much doubled our output then.
Well, these are actually doing 50. So, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 25, and then
Okay.
it's still almost double.
All right, still. Yeah. It's
I'll
not
still
bad.
take it. We'll still take it.
I'm very disappointed this thing isn't tilting towards the sun.
Maybe it's because the sun... If you don't look him, Nick, maybe it's because the sun's directly ahead of us, like above us, right?
That's true. Perspective is all relative.
Exactly.
Also, one of these solar panels is just getting absolutely smashed to smithereens by one of the wind turbine blades. It's
don't
just,
worry about it. Okay,
falling off, hanging off.
Okay, so can we make these? Like, we need, well, first of all, I don't know why this didn't complete the quest. There we go.
There you go.
The energizing rods.
You just have to make them, I think.
But, like, how do we get quartz? Nether quartz.
Oh, that's a great question.
Thanks, man. I've been working on it all day. Because we can't go to the Nether until we do the trading license thing. Unless we have to go do that first.
I was going to say, were my options...
Were they predetermined? Were your choices
exactly.
pre-chosen for you?
Illusion of choice.
Oh my goodness. You think we got to go to the Nether to get the Nether quartz before we can progress forward with this shenanigans?
Because it looks like there's no way to purchase Nether quartz, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming we haven't, there's no chance that we've got any from any of those uncommon loot crates or anything, so...
No, I don't think so, man.
No, it doesn't look like it, man.
If we get an anti-protonic nuclear synthesizer and combine 2 antimatter with 1 light grey wool, we can make 1 block of quartz.
Oh, that's all right. Then let's just do that. Let's do it that way, Isaac. You said that mechanism machines are easy.
Quick detour.
Yeah. All
okay.
Right, then.
Right.
Well, it looks like I'm going to go get some villagers then.
Yeah, okay. If you want to grab the villagers, man, if you go and just like shift right click on them all and bring them all back.
Yes, I can. And I need a 5 approximately, don't I?
Bring as many as you can. Bring them all. Bring the whole village,
Bring the whole village. Yeah.
Don't leave any. Leave no villager unturned, okay?
Sorry, my flight got disabled. I got too carried away with my creative flight. I forgot it was only a temporary, certain radius.
You thought we were playing on creative mode, but alas.
Oh no, yeah, I was here ready to just, cheat in 64 villagers, Isaac, without you looking.
Stack of villagers. Like, oh, look at this, Isaac. The villagers they've been duplicating while we've been away.
Yeah, gosh, they would have been multiplying, man, like damn cells or something like that.
We don't know how it happens.
No idea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna work again on getting this digital miner thing, because I think this is gonna be useful for us. Okay.
Okay, yes, that sounds good. I am near the village. I've spotted more Endermen. I swear I didn't see these guys until now.
Right? More tiny guys or full-size boys?
These guys are full-size, man. I've seen 2 full-sized ones. These guys are certainly multiplying, if no one
You don't
else.
see that a lot in this day and age, man. These days,
don't.
with shrinkflation, everything's mini-sized now, right?
I know, right?
Gosh.
Twice the price.
Yeah, I go to the supermarket and it's like, oh, here's your dozen eggs, and there's only 4 in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, half a dozen. There's only 1. All right, I've officially picked up James, Isaac. I didn't know that, and Janine.
Oh, gosh. Oh, it's not.
Virgil.
Oh.
These guys have names.
I don't like that they've named them, man. That means we're going to get attached,
I know, yeah.
And then we're going to feel bad when we lock them up in the basement.
I'm going to get reverse Stockholm syndrome, man. Jeez, what the hell? This is awful.
It's very bad.
All right.
It's not good at all. Gosh, can we rename them? If we got like a name tag, can we change their names to like
yeah, if you
Villager 1, Villager 2,
whatever it is. Yeah, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3.
Just give them like an alphanumeric number.
Yeah, like 1X, experiment 626, like Stitch, experiment 627.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I've got 3 so far.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay. Where are
Is it
these
looking?
guys?
Is
They're
it
hiding.
looking? Oh, I wonder why.
They've heard me. Hello, this guy's on a roof. Thinks he can get away. Alexis, I don't think so.
Alexis. Oh, poor guys, man. Poor guys. They were just living their life, doing their best, or trying to at least. And there you are.
The townspeople of Auchtermunchty.
You're an engineer, right?
I'm an engineer, Isaac, by qualification.
An engineer by education, yeah. Did you but you're not like a biological engineer, right? You're like a physical engineer. I was going to say, I'm assuming you didn't do any tests with like live subjects whilst you were.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, that's the whole thing. That is a thing, like biotech engineering, which my engineering department at university was involved in, but I was not involved in any of the.
They didn't let you go anywhere near it.
Right. No, they were like, this guy is a biohazard himself. Keep him away.
Yeah, specifically you.
Yeah. No, unfortunately not, Isaac. So, I mean, this is like, you know, what I'm doing now is a little bit.
It's outside your wheelhouse.
Crazy scientist. Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
Okay, well, I've found 5, and I can't find any more. So maybe we just lucked out, and there just happens to be 5 here. But I know that some of these villagers tend to get a little bit annoying when it comes to like giving them a specialty, right?
Yes.
But I'll come home with what I've got. I'm coming home.
I think we can force it onto them, though, man. You know, it's like with your children. If you try hard enough, you can force them to do the career that you want.
The dishes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Didn't work for me, but yeah. No.
They want you to become a doctor, man? Is that the...
No, funnily enough, my parents actually told me not to become a doctor.
I see.
It's the reverse of the usual, you know, you must become a doctor thing. I think it's because they both went into the career and they're like, nah, you like techie stuff. Go do that. That probably pays better for less work, or pays the same for less work. Okay.
Do you want to set up like a little?
We could go downstairs, little compound.
So like we could do it upstairs if we wanted to like let them see the sun, get some vitamin D. But like,
do we want to do that, Isaac?
I don't think so, man. I think you're right. I think we're gonna have to break them, right? In terms of getting them to do the job we want. So like
get
down
them to conform.
Here, yeah. Where's the center? The center's like here. So if we do.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What do you think to this? If you put them all in there, man.
Put them all in here. All right. Here they come. Let me get them all in my hotbar. Okay. There's James.
Hello, James.
Sanjuna.
Welcome.
Janine.
Sanjuna.
Virgil.
Janine, yeah, okay.
And Alexis.
Alexis, look at this.
These are our contestants, Isaac, for today.
Virgil, come on down.
Hello, Virgil. Today, Virgil's going to learn how to become a farmer.
By force.
So, I guess now, man, if you go back to that quest, you need to get, like, one of the... Like, so there's 5 quests, and each one has, like, a different... So some of them have options, and some of them don't.
Yeah, okay, I see this. So, like, villagers 1, the smoker, blast furnace, and cartography table can be used to trade with villagers to get a passport fragment. So...
Yeah, you need to pick one item from each of these 5 quests to convert one of each of the villagers to those 5...
Of those things. And then I have to remove a villager, put them in a separate area.
Oh, no, I think you could just put it down, man. Like,
okay.
You could just put it on, like, the wall behind them, like, here. Oops, sorry, Virgil.
Oh, gosh, careful. Not one of the test subjects.
Yeah, you could just put the cartography table or whatever, like, here.
Okay, and they won't all become cartographers?
I think only one villager can specialize with one block.
Okay, that's all right, then. So I'll go make these specialty blocks then. I'll have a look.
Okay, I've got all the way up to atomic alloys, man. Like, fairly easily.
Okay, good. Yeah. Because I obviously, we were talking about that earlier, and I was slightly worried that would be a bit difficult.
Yeah, no, again, we're in, it's such an odd situation for us to be in pack-wise, because we have, like, diamonds are kind of fine. We've got a bunch of diamonds, right? And, like, we have ender pearls. Those are also fine. And so things are coming together, man. Actually.
Okay, good. Grindstone, that one is also very easy. We go grab a stone from downstairs, given that we have absolutely loads of them being produced.
Oh yeah, stone is like, cobblestone is not backing up nicely, but stone is
yeah,
going
stone
hard,
is all
man.
good. Yeah,
we got nothing but stone.
So that's the.
I need to make a Robert
grindstone. Oh yes, the Robert the robot.
Robert the robot, yeah, you know the one.
Robert and Gromit, the AI version of Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Robert. All right, grindstone. That's that one, and let me put some crap away in here, and I'll be good and put them exactly where
they
is
belong.
required.
Good.
And then finally, I need a brewing stand, a cauldron, or a charger. Let's go with the cauldron.
Yeah,
I think it's the best thing.
Definitely. I think we can make a cauldron very easily. Do we have any osmium left? We've got like 800 stacks of raw osmium. We just don't have any actual osmium. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be lazy as well, man. Up until now, with resources that we're limited on, like copper, surprisingly, I've been running them all through the enrichment chamber first to get that ever so slight like 1.3x multiplier. You know, where you turn 3 raw into 4 dust.
Yeah,
with the osmium, man, I'm not even doing it. Just going straight in with the 1-to-1 inefficient.
Wasteful.
That's me. Waste, not want all.
Waste more. Want more, Isaac. Want more, waste more.
Yeah, we need to workshop that one. We'll figure it out. All right. We'll do some focus grouping, okay?
We will.
You ever been part of a focus group? Would you like to be part of a focus group?
I would. I've never been part of a focus group. I would like to be part of a focus group.
You think you'd give good, helpful feedback, man, or you think you just distort the info?
So. Yeah, I'd just be there, like, I'm deliberately giving bad ideas. I'm like a saboteur, Isaac.
Sounds about right, man.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
I actually think that the Valentine's cards should be black, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Should have heartbreak symbols on the front, you know?
I think they've been missing skulls. Can we put more skulls on there?
Skulls, yeah, crossbones. Yeah, like green acid effects. All the text is like, you know, green acid, like style.
Yeah, you'd be great, man.
So I just put these things down, and these guys just turn into them eventually, right?
I think that's the
idea here.
Yeah. It shouldn't even be eventually. It should be like pretty quick. Somebody should take up the.
Come on,
mantle.
guys, hurry up! And put all the bloody things down.
You embed them in the wall.
They're embedded in the wall, yeah.
They might need to be on the floor. Like they might need access to like the top of the block or something. I could be making that up entirely.
Well, let's try it with one block here. Let me try it with the cartography table. Might have to install a few extra
fences.
Yeah.
Okay, I have fences. I'll come and assist here.
Yeah, if we extend this out by one, and then you make it like one taller so that they don't jump on the blocks I'm going to put down and escape.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I'll get rid of these middle ones. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
And then we'll go.
I mean, you can always put them
higher.
against the back wall, so we don't need to make it higher. Right.
That's true. Okay. All right. So let's put down this cartography table, for example. Let's see. Any takers?
Anyone going to take an interest?
Oh,
Alexis? Oh, no, there we go. James.
Hello, James.
James the cartographer.
Okay.
So if you see in here now, we can trade with him for receipt 2s. Oh, but look at this. Virgil's the cartographer. James is the fisherman.
Oh, okay. So 2 of them did change that. Maybe they just need access to I don't know what's going on here.
I also don't know, but if you just move them down to the front, it'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, let's get all these down. Right, here we go.
I put Janine in the cauldron, so she better convert.
I mean, if she doesn't take, there's the loom, and then finally,
you're coming with me, man.
Me up. You put me in your inventory, Isaac.
Yo, this is working. Look at this. Alexis is a shepherd. Let's go.
Nice. All right, I forgot I could just do this.
Okay, come on.
There we go. Come on, guys.
San Joanna. You're the one I need to convert now. You're the last bastion here. Okay.
Gosh. All right,
some of these are not too bad.
Yeah, I saw fish.
Yo, it's done.
Lapis.
It's done.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so now I just need you to trade with everybody, Nick. We need
lapis. I need fish.
Fragments.
I need stuff. Okay, let me dump my inventory because it's full of absolute garbage. Let's have a look.
Good. Okay. Right. I need to make a Robbit. Okay. Fine.
Oh yes,
We don't get
Robbit.
to keep the Robbit, Nick. Unfortunately, it's
can't make 2 Robbits, so we can keep 1. Isaac.
Could I make 2 Robbits? Yes. Will I make 2 Robbits for you, Nick? No.
Come on, you know you want to. I need a friend, Isaac, when you're not here.
Well, Nick, we don't have space in the budget for friends. Unfortunately, the budget's all taken up.
It was on the job spec.
Yeah, unfortunately,
right.
Nick, it's
Wool,
it's not meant to be. All right.
Leather. Okay,
Maybe next
here's
Christmas.
maybe next Christmas. Fair enough. All right, so there's villager receipt 4. I need fish, right? Let me make a fishing rod. I'm going fishing, man.
Oh.
For
Nice.
2 of them, for 2 villager receipts, I need just some cooked fish. And I assume I can use this leafy string to make a fishing rod, which is going to be very useful.
We need leather as well, man. Do we need to go kill some like cows?
Yeah, I've got 12 rotten flesh. Is there any...
Oh, any conversion? Let's have a look. Leather. No, it doesn't look like it. There's a way to like cut down leather armor or like saddles, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of conversion method, Nick, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, in saying that, you know, I'm so used to playing on a regular overworld. We are in the overworld. I'm sure there's cows about.
Yes.
So we can just go do that.
I would hope so. If there aren't cows about, then we need to have words with Ben.
With Jeb, yeah. There's
with Jeb.
with Jeb and Ben, the 2 mod pack developers. Well, there are horses about. You can get horses.
You can get horse leather. That's
horses,
true.
Yeah. So that's something.
Chat is right. We do have access to the summoning block, which would allow us, I think, to summon cows. But I'm assuming that to summon a cow, you need leather. So I think it's kind of a. Well, we could summon a donkey with a golden carrot. Let me have a look at a cow. What do we need to summon a cow? Yeah, it's 1 leather to summon a cow, so it's kind of a... I want to say chicken and egg, but it's not really the right terminology. It's more of a cow and leather.
Something else, yeah.
Problem. Okay, Nick, I have a digital miner, man. Can you believe it?
Nice. Excellent.
So
okay.
there's good to be had here, Nick. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Are you ready for the good?
I'm ready for the good, Isaac.
The greater good, okay?
The greater good, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
let me steal all these. Boom, boom. I need 3 more, which means I need more freaking copper. I'm assuming there's no copper in there. Like fully ingoted.
Ingot.
Yeah.
So
we've got 4
helps.
copper dust. That's actually
4
kind
dust,
of useful. Yeah. Okay.
Any glass in here?
All is forgiven. I'm sorry. I'm hoarding the glass, Nick. It's right here.
Oh, you got
It's
some
23.
glass.
Yeah. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
I do need
trade.
some of it back.
I only need 10 for the trade, I think. So I'll bring the rest back. Right. Who's Virgil?
Virgil.
I only needed 8, Isaac. So here you go. Here's 15 of your glass back.
Okay. I mean, long term, man, we are going to have to, I think, trade with all of them a lot.
Right. Okay.
Like, you'll see if you go back down, they all have like levels, right? Like they'll all be like apprentice or like amateurs or whatever it says, currently. We need to get them to like master tier, so we need to trade with them. We need a lot of everything that you're making, basically.
Right.
Like everything you're trading, we're going to need like large quantities of, so that we can trade with them enough to get them to master tier. The good news is, as you level them up, they get more trades, so they will accept more things.
Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Because glass, this is fine. Like stone. Not stone. Lapis was fine. And then what else have we got? This one is light grey wool or crosshead green wool. Do I need to specifically give this guy these wool colors? Jeez.
Yeah, that's dicey, man.
Oh my god.
We could probably find some sheep though.
No, that should be all right. Right, let me go. I'm gonna go out and about because I need.
Before you go out, man. Before you go out.
Hi.
The summoning block can be used to summon horses, and horses can be summoned from wheat. So we can summon horses with wheat and kill them to get leather.
Okay, that's good.
But also, what I want to show you, man, is that I want to get this. So look at this. Look at this big old honker right here. You seen this?
Oh my god! Look at the size of this.
Right?
Jeez, I would imagine this is just like 4 metallurgic infusers and some so just all other
It's all
mechanism
taped
machines,
together.
taped together. That's what it looks like.
Right. Okay. I got a quick detour for both of us, Nick.
Okay.
So this thing, the maximum range you can set on it is 32 blocks, right? So I think that 32 blocks means 32 like in each direction. So I think it's like a 64 by 64, maybe. It could be 16 in each direction. I actually don't know. But essentially, I think we want to put it a little bit further away, right? So that we can kind of get the maximum use out of it. Oh, I've done the same thing you did. I ran out of flight juice.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
I'll put it here for now. But like, if you open this up, man, first of all,
oh wow,
I want to bring your attention. Have you got your volume up?
I can turn it up. Yeah.
I want to bring your attention to these on the left, right? You'll see it says on off, and if you hover over it, it says auto eject, auto pull, and silk touch, right?
Yeah.
If you just start toggling that.
Is that you, Isaac, doing that? Gosh. Wow. They got this technology in, man. Boop, boop. But they don't have the ability to put multiple different substances in the metallurgical confuser.
No.
It's ridiculous.
You got to pick and choose, Nick, okay? You can't
get
have
the priorities right.
Okay, so the good news is, man, that what we can do here, you'll see if you open this up in the bottom left and you hover over where it says energy capacity, it says it needs 400 FE per tick, right?
Well, that's quite a lot.
However, Nick, with the power of energy upgrades, boom, look at it now.
Oh, wow. That's literal
10x reduction.
Decrease, yeah.
Bingo. So if you click configure, right, in here you can set the block radius at the top. I was hoping you could go like 99, but when you try that, it maxes out at 32, right? Then beneath that, it says minimum Y level. I'm going to set it to negative 64, tick. And the max Y level, we could set it higher than 60, but I might leave it at 60. Do I want to go higher than 60? What Y level are we at?
We are at 66, Isaac. So actually, higher than 60 is probably not required. Maybe 50?
50. I was just thinking about the fact that like coal and copper spawn higher is all I was really thinking in terms of that, but I'll leave it at 50. That's fine. And then we can click new filter. We can click tag. And then, I don't know if you're doing this along with me. You can type in C:ORS and click save. And I don't know if you see that appear inside of the...
I do see yours. Yeah. I see that. Yeah, I'm seeing all this. Yeah.
And so that's just basically now filtered for ORS. So if you
that's perfect.
Go back, we can now click start. And you'll see it says to mine...
Gosh, so quick.
Well, it's identified 26,000 blocks. And now it's just going to mine those blocks.
Yo, this is so much better stupid-ass quarry, man.
Right? It's not bad at all. And so...
This is way better.
Yeah. And you want to know what's even better, man? Come home with me.
Oh my God, look at the front. Hello there. It's got screens on it. I didn't even notice that.
Jeez. It does say digital miner, C:\digem, mech install, installing firmware. Gosh. Anyway, what we can also do, Nick, is one thing that I was not aware of, but if we take a bunch of wood and I make like a ton of chests, we can use these. One thing we are aware of is that we can use these to make a ton of storage books, right? But the even better bit here for us is that if I take, where's the storage license? It's over here somewhere, right? Basic storage license, here it is. Let me put this in here, and then we can do this and this. And look at that, we got like over a stack of storage books. Easy, because we got so much wood ready to go. So,
nice.
Inside of the catalog, Nick, we can use this to buy ender drawers, right? And so my thought process here is that over on this guy, right, we can go ahead and turn auto eject on with the little boop. And then if we put an ender drawer here, like that, that's going to push that into the ender drawer. Now, last episode, I did make the linking tool, I think.
Yes, I think you bought it. Did you buy it?
I remember buying it, but I can't help but not find it. Hold on, let me check the, well, I don't see it. Oh no, it's in here, it's in our, for some reason it's above the catalog. Linking tool, here we go. So I believe that we shift right click, hold on, it tells me when I hover over this. It says left click and ender drawer to store its frequency. Right click and then, okay, so I think I can left click on this one to get its frequency. Also, I don't know if you noticed, they use Minecraft like things as a frequency. This one's like egg, iron block, cart, boat.
Oh, yeah.
Is the frequency? Yeah. And if we go home, the one at home is going to be a different frequency.
It's going to be a different frequency. You got to set them the same.
Bingo. Bingo. So here, do I like... Oh no, I've just stored the frequency again in here. Hold on. There's a way to do this, Nick. There's a way to do this.
Gosh, there must be so many permutations of frequency if it's like every Minecraft item,
right? Like 5
with
deep.
5,
Yeah.
5 permutation length. Like, that's crazy. Gosh.
Sneak right click
Millions
and
of combinations.
Can I just like... There we go. Okay, so now if you come over here, Nick, right? This is hooked up. And basically what I'm thinking is we can also use the doodads here to buy a storage controller. So I'm thinking we do this, right? And that we also do this. We get like a pipe. And then we just put out a bunch of storage drawers for everything.
Yeah,
and we can use
just
this as
suck
like an
everything
ender
out.
chest, like a single slot ender chest.
Yeah, which is fine, right?
And that way,
It just
going
needs
forward,
to be one.
if we need to, like, once we're finished with the quarry in its current place, we can move it to the next place, and we don't. All we have to do is move the quarry and the ender chest and the solar panel, and we can continue to pump stuff back around to our base without having to worry about it.
This is excellent. Okay, all right.
Yeah, right.
I like this. Well done, Isaac. Well done.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks. Also, I'm gonna make some framed 2x2 drawers. And how do we texture these? Do you put them in the? You put them in the thing. What have we got here? We got smooth stone. I've done this now, and I bet we don't have enough smooth stone to actually do any. Oh, we got loads of smooth stone, Nick. Don't you sweat it.
Well done.
Don't sweat it, Nick. Everything
okay,
is
I won't.
fine.
Don't worry. Also, I will need a sleep, please, Isaac, just so that I can go and hunt some horses. I know there's a few horses around here, but I'm a bit scared to go out in the
Nick,
depths of night. But yes,
before you abandon me into the dark depths of the night, I don't know how you do this. Hold on. Inside a crafting window, place the block you want to use the texture of on the outside of the drawer in the first slot of the crafting window. On the second slot, is it like this? Like that? There we go. Okay. This is not my best work, I don't think necessarily. But what do you think to just like? I was kind of thinking of just kind of putting these in. We could put them in the wall. I was gonna put them in the walls like here, like this. I just have like these like that, right? And we kind of just fill them with like, copper.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah. I mean, you do have a slot.
Yeah,
thingy
you think
here, right?
I was looking at that and thinking that could also work. You think that's a better place?
Yeah, you can always put them here, like later, like more, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like a 4x3 kind of thing.
That's true.
In these walls, once we end up using all of these. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Nick, unfortunately, we're out of time for this episode. So next time we'll come back. We will continue trading, I guess, with the villagers to see if we can't get to the nether. I think it's going to take us a while, man. We need one of each receipt to get the trading license. The good news, man, is that once we have the basic trading license, we can then use the basic trading books to buy things from the catalog from the Easy Villagers mod. If you type @easy into JEI, there is like a breeder, so we can breed villagers. There's an auto trader, so you can auto trade with the villagers. There's like all kinds, a barterer. We can do all kinds of stuff where we make it a lot easier to trade with the villagers that we already have and do stuff like that. But we are going to have to trade with them a lot to get the fragments for the passport to get to the nether. Then we can get our quartz. Then we can make our energizing orb actually do something. Then we can go get the deep dark stuff. Then we can get into mystical agriculture, which is going to allow us to start growing resources going forward as well, Nick. But that's obviously all a problem for future Nick and future Isaac, because alas, we're out of time for this episode of Opolis Inc.